extend the road closing order to 6:30. So we've got till 6:30 now, not 6 o'clock. So we will be going possibly a little bit longer. So the club now not under any pressure there now. They managed to get an extra bit of time. Quickly back to Rob Pritchard out there at Cross Four Ways. Your thoughts on that? And Grant Thompson, after Michael de Koppel let him go through, I think that was it. He was away, winning by just about 3 seconds in the end.
Yeah, well, quick as a flash. That's your senior superbike race at the Pre-TT Classic this year. Yeah, Grant Thompson, he had some work to do. We were just hearing from there. He didn't get the greatest start, and then de Koppel getting the whole shot there. So it was all change by the time it got to us at Cross Four Ways. Great start for de Koppel, but as we were hearing from him as well, Grant Thompson maybe just had a little bit of the power, particularly on the straights, and then he did make that move here at Cross Four Ways. Lap 2, I believe it was, once he started to just reel him in a little bit as well. And then, well, Thompson just commanded toward the end, I guess, didn't he? Good result for Paul Cassidy, as we've been hearing. It's been a tough day or so for him in terms of the bikes that he's been having out there after a great start as well. That's just the nature of racing, not just classic racing, is it? But yep, to get a podium place to finish that off, very good work indeed. Adrian Harrison got to give a mention as well. Steady in fourth today with some strong competition ahead of him in Thompson, de Koppel and Cassidy as well. But Adrian Harrison, he ended up finishing, just having a look through here, he ended up finishing 15.6 seconds ahead of Harley Rushton in fifth as well. So Adrian Harrison going steady in that race. We've already mentioned Rushton, Pringle, Dennis Booth as well, strong finish there in seventh, Scott Wilson in eighth, and the two newcomers managed to hold on to top 10 finishes as well. Curtis Butler in 9th and Richard Blunt in 10th. Curtis Butler after just tracking a little wide here at Cross Four Ways as well. Over to you, Beth.
Yeah, the gate is open and the travelling marshal is just out on the road there. So the Sidecar outfit's just waiting to get the signal to go. The green flag here waves at the back. And the marshal just holding them still, arms up in the air, but not too long until this gets underway. And honestly, the conditions could not be any better down here. It's absolutely roasting, and the sun is shining. Just see Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes just pushing their machine as the outfits make their way out onto the course for the start of this Sidecar Race 2, Chris.
So we're looking at race number 10 in your programme, which is on page 58, the Cheesden Rental Sidecar race number 2. Couple of non-starters to bring you. We got number 23, we have number 24, and we have number 67. 23, 24, and 67 non-starters. The outfit of 29, Adam Pope and John Christopher, down as a Norton Westlake, is now a Triumph Thunderbird. A Triumph Thunderbird. And a change of passenger for number 54. Danny Quirk now has Kenny Cole in the chair. Danny Quirk, number 54, has Kenny Cole in the chair. When we think back to yesterday, it was Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson who took the race win with the quickest lap of 90.496. Second was number 2, Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale. Third was number 69, Greg Lambert, Andy Haynes. Fourth was Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson. Fifth was number 92, Jason Rees and Shane Perry. And if you haven't got a programme, shame on you if you hasn't. They've come all the way from Wanganui in New Zealand, so well done to them. And number 11, Patrick Coles and Vincent van der Hoyter, they came home in that in the sixth position for the number 11 outfit. Now, if I remember rightly back, Rob, to Dave Molyneux's interview after the Sidecar race yesterday, he said he had it jetted up and he was surprised he was going that quick. I wonder if he can keep up with the 9 outfit of Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson today. Your thoughts?
That seems to be the million-dollar question, doesn't it? I mean, that outfit of Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, as we've mentioned previously as well, and if you haven't heard already, they are the lap record holders in the Sidecar Classic here from 2023 at 91.687 miles an hour. They're certainly not hanging around on that classic outfit that they've got there. But yeah, like you were rightly saying from Dave Molyneux there, just trying to get just screw as much power out of it as possible. But it's going to be difficult to try and keep up with Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson. But just behind them as well, make no mistake, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes are giving them a good run for the money as they head out on this sighting lap. Here is Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, so they are on the way past us here at Cross Four Ways on this sighting lap. Kieran Clark, Andrew Johnson right behind the travelling marshal. Then we've got Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, Jack Gristwood and Alice Smith, and Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson as well. Remember, before the last race, the first Sidecar race, Jack Gristwood and Alice Smith actually pulled over here at Cross Four Ways on the sighting lap with a mechanical issue. That put them out of the race. Here's the New Zealand pairing, Jason Rees and Shane Perry. The 11 Belgian duo newcomers, well, Patrick Coles, Vincent van der Hoyter, Adam Pope and John Christopher. That change of machinery, 54 Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole. There's Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale right at the back of the order here, so they're going to have to work their way up when the grids are getting put out as well. So Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale, I was wondering where they were. They're right at the back of the order. The final crew to go out as the course inspection car goes past us at the back of the convoy as well. So Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, they were right on the tails of the travelling marshal out there, no doubt eager to try and repeat what they did the other night at the first sidecar race as well. Looking a little bit further, but if Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, they've now got back-to-back podiums in this. They were second in the second race last year and then third in the first race of this year as well. So if they can keep that running mechanically smoothly, you can imagine they'll be in contention to be in that winners' enclosure later on as well. But Jack Griswold and Alice Smith, as I said, they've made it past Cross Four Ways this time around. You can see the frustration on their faces last time they came through here on that sighting lap ahead of the first race and had to pull in, and that was that. So they'll be hoping to get themselves back into contention. They are previous winners as well, just so you know. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Rob, there across four ways to number 9. Kieran Clark, Andy Johnson on the Eddie's Moto Tadcaster, those familiar colours. They roll into their position on pole 69 and number 2. So 69, of course, is Greg Lambert, Andy Haynes and Dave Molyneux at number 2 with Dan Sale in the chair there on the second row. The third row is number 5, Jack Griswold and Alice Smith. They have made it here this time. Row 4 is number 4. That's Rod Bellis and Glenn Dawson with number 28. Next to them, then, of course, is Adam Holden and Trevor Johnson. And row number 5 is the New Zealand pairing of Jason Rees and Shane Perry. Row number 6, number 11, Patrick Carls and Vincent van der Hoyter with 29 there, Adam Pope and John Christopher, and number 54 rounds out the back there, number 54 Danny Quirk, and well, it says 54 is going to be there. Let's have a little look if they are in the back. Yes, they are there. I can see them there, Danny Quirk and Ken Cole. So here we go, final race of the Blackford Financial Services Pre-TT Classic for 2026. Sidecar Race 2 is go, and everybody's safely away. I'm just looking to see Dave Molyneux. Dave right at the back, not sounding the best, to be fair. I think Dave's going to be possibly a retirement. We'll get Beth to keep a little eye on that. First of all, Beth.
Going past here, it was Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, number 9, and Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes almost neck and neck as they went at the end of the bypass here, but everybody's safely through, Chris.
Yeah, just keep your little eyes on there, Beth. Just let Ben know in the studio if Dave Molyneux is going to be pulling in, because that is a shame. Dave, of course, second in race number 2 in that lovely, lovely Suzuki there. He's got the DMR, the TR750 with a slightly different gearbox in it this year as well. The Andreas and Sulby pairing. It could look like they might be a retirement, possibly, but we do not know. If you remember rightly, on what day was it? Yesterday. Was it Sunday? It's Saturday. Saturday yesterday, wasn't it, when we had the first race? It was Greg Lambert, if I remember rightly, that led across the line. If I do remember correctly, it was that long ago. And then, of course, the number 9 outfit of Clark and Johnson managed to catch them up and get past them. And we said that lap that they did. The lap record is by Clark and Johnson. 3 years old now, that one. 91.687. 2 different classes in here, up to 750 machines. Now Dave Molyneux is confirmed the retirement. The red plates and white numbers up to 750 machines, and over 750s are white plates with the black numbers. So that's a shame. Our second place driver from yesterday is out. That's Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale. So who's going to get that second or third spot now? Who's going to win the race? Is it going to be Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson? It's lap 1 of only 3. Let's go to cross 4 ways.
Yeah, disappointment for Dave Molyneux there. And just as you were clarifying that, I've got to give props to my colleague Matty here as well, because on that sighting lab, when Molyneux and Sarah at the back of the group, he was just saying to me that it just maybe didn't quite sound as sweet as it should do. Here we go, first lap of the final race of the 2026 Pre-TT Classic. It's Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson. They've opened up a little bit of a gap to number 69, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes. And the leading 2 are through cross 4 ways before we get our third interview. That's Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson up in third at the moment. And then it's number 54, Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole on the way through as well. So it looks like we haven't got number 5, Jack Griswold and Alice Smith at the moment across 4 ways, because next up it's the newcomer pairing of Jason Rees and Shane Perry on the way through as well. And then making their way down towards us now is the number 11 outfit, Patrick Carls and Vincent van der Hoyter. And then we've got the number 29 there of Adam Pope and John Christopher. As we mentioned, a change of machinery onto a Triumph Thunderbird for these races as the travelling marshals come through. So no sign either of Jack Griswold and Alice Smith as well. So that's 2 retirements in this opening lap here. We heard Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale had already pulled in as the race got underway, but no sign either of Jack Griswold and Alice Smith. It was Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, winners in last night's race, leading the way. To you, Chris.
And the bright orange outfit burst back into the sunlight and past us there now, along the Ballarloch, straight there. Along the bypass they go, and our race leaders have gone through there in the Pre-TT Classic race. Of Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, they go across the line there now. Second, Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes. They're 5.921 seconds. And he's your third place crew. It's number 4. That, of course, is Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson. They go through in that third position. Fourth place for number 54, Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole. 18 seconds back, but Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, they lead after lap number 1 of 3 by 6 seconds. 5.921. The next outfit through is the 92 outfit of Jason Rees and Shane Perry. The outfit, the MRE BMW, sponsored by Jason Rees and Ron and Trish Rees from Wanganui. In New Zealand, there's 11, Patrick Carls and Vincent van der Hoyter. They go through on their 750 MRE frame BMW. They're from Belgium, from Hoysey and also Sille. And here's the next outfit. This is Adam Pope and John Christopher. Have a listen. And they go through on that 29 outfit. And the Traveller Marshal, he goes through. So that means everybody's through. So 7 outfits. So at the top, 9, Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson looking for the double. 5.921 ahead of number 69, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes. Third for number 4, Rod Bellis and Glenn Dawson. Previous winners, of course. They are 10 seconds back, or let's go 9.1, let's be precise, back from Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes. Then it's 54, Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole. They're 3 seconds back off Rod and Glenn. Then it's Jason Rees and Shane Perry, 15 seconds back in 5th. Then 11, Carls and De Hoyter are 9 seconds back from Rees and Perry. And Pope and Christopher are 14.5 seconds back in that 7th place. But Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson after lap 1 stamping their authority all over this second sidecar race.
And they're already round cross 4 ways. Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson there. You can hear them roaring away towards Church Bends. They've stretched that gap a little bit again to number 69, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, looking for what would be a 3rd podium finish in a row in this particular race yet. There he is, grabs a gear, does Greg, and off he goes through the box and up on the way towards Church Bends. A few more seconds further back, running in 3rd still, Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson. And just closing up the gap a little bit, still some way back, number 54, Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole there. Don't count them out just yet. They've still got a few seconds to make up if they do want to catch Bellis and Dawson there. But they've picked up the pace, certainly. Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole as well. I'm sure they'll be very happy with the improvements, of course. We didn't even see them in the first sidecar qualifying session, did we? There were retirement during that particular session. So to get that thing running, then there's a really big gap in the field. So just while we're waiting for the next machines to arrive at cross 4 ways on this second lap, it was Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson that led. To you, Chris.
And Kieran and Andrew head towards us now to get the last lap flag, and across the line they go. And there we are. Wow, 2 minutes 46.005, a new sidecar lap record, 92.166 for Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, 2 minutes 46.005. There's actually now a checkered flag. That is now a checkered flag, so it's not the last lap. So that will be the end of the race, but it is a new lap record there, a 2:46.005, 92.166. So Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, they come home in that 3rd place. And there's Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson. They're home in 3rd place. And there's Danny Quirk and Kenny Cole. They are home in that 4th position. So Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson, the checkered flag is out here now. So 2 minutes 46.005. How much have they knocked off that record there? Don't have the actual time on there on the screen. But anyway, they've knocked a second or so off it. 92.166. Only 4 outfits through so far. But a win for Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson. Good to see them winning again here now. And they were getting up to a pace. I think they did a 90, I think, was it exactly 90 mile an hour? I think it was in one of the races. Somebody did exactly 90 mile an hour. So Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes come home in 2nd place. And there we are. Jason Rees and Shane Perry, they come home. So they've done well. 2 finishes for the New Zealand pairing on the 92 bike. They come home in 5th place. And number 9, Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson win. 69, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, they come home in 2nd. And 4, Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson, they come home in 3rd place. There's Patrick Carls and Vincent van der Hoyter. They come through in that 6th position. But a win for Clark and Johnson, again by 16 seconds in the end. And brilliant, that new lap record, 2:46.005, 92.166. And I'm not sure if Beth has them down there, if they managed to get stopped or not, because the checkered flag did come out pretty quickly. Yeah, Beth is ready to go down there. I'm sure happy, but in fact, before we go to Beth, let's get this outfit over the line. It's Adam Pope, John Christopher. Yay, and they get the finish there on the 29 outfit. Down to Beth.
Hello. Well, I'm here with the 3rd place pairing of Rob Bellis and Glenn Dawson. Flipping heck, it's hot out there, isn't it? How was that for you?
It's hot. And it's the first time I've ridden the bike since 2023.
Really?
Yep.
How was it?
Hard, bumpy. Yeah, good.
And what about for you?
Yeah, it was great. Enjoyed it, but could have done with another couple of laps. But no mind.
Is what it is when it comes to road racing like that, I suppose. But huge congratulations, well done. So first since 2023, won't be your last though?
Sorry?
Will it not be your last though?
We'll have to wait and see. If it is, I won't leave it that long.
Brilliant. Let's go over and talk to the second place. Who's Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes, whose team has got a fantastic array of wigs here. I'm loving that.
Oh, yeah. You've got to have fun at the pre-TT, haven't you?
You look like a walking candy floss. Absolutely brilliant. Andrew Haynes, obviously, you know you had a bit of an issue with the thumb yesterday. First of all, how is it?
Thumb's completely fine.
Perfect. How was that out there?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, to be honest, just getting warmed up and came over the start-finish line. I'm tucked down thinking we're going to be 130, 140 down here, and all of a sudden the brakes went on and I thought, race done.
That's it, isn't it? Greg, how was it for you?
Yeah, it was certainly fast. Yeah, I thought it was another lap, which there was, I'm sure, but I don't know why it's been called short again, but just getting into it, you know, it was just, after the years I've tried coming here to get up on this podium, I'll take that, because like last year we did it and we've done it twice this year, so I'll take the result. It's a lovely day, it's great, and I'm glad they've carried the meeting on, and I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, well, it's brilliant to see you up here on the podium. We keep talking about all the work that you do to inspire the next generation, Greg, and it's great to see so much interest in the sidecars.
Yeah, thank you. The school's going really well, and there's been a lot of people come from the Isle of Man this last year or two, and including like people from the Manx Radio and everybody else. And there's some good passengers over here, and they've loved it, and there's some good passengers all over the UK. And I'm got quite a lot of bookings when I get back, so, you know, roll on the school, and we'll try and keep it going. Insurance is a big thing, and there's only me doing it, and financially it's very, very difficult. I'm hoping to keep it going. In the last 12 months, 14 months, there's 34 people competing now because of the school. That's got to be good for the sport, I think. So I'm doing my mark and leaving my mark a little bit to help others, you know, and we've got a team at the TT with me this year, and we've got another potential lad here from the school that's 2-year plan for the TT again. So
that's Mr. Wig here.
That's Mr. Wig here. I must admit, it's quite scary because he looks quite good actually, and he suits it.
He does actually. I think you should keep it. Well done, Greg. Thank you so much. And just very quickly, we'll go and speak to the double winners this weekend. Well done, Kieran Clark, Andrew Johnson. How was that for you?
It was really good, yeah. It was nice to get out. I was convinced we weren't going to get out. I had a jacket potato earlier, and it's definitely repeating. But the main thing is, we got out. It's a couple of laps, and we've done the lap record again.
You have, yeah. I mean, how does that feel?
Brilliant. I was complaining yesterday, making all sorts of excuses, saying the tyres aren't good enough, but I just rode a bit harder, and I knew we only had a couple, so I thought let's just go for it.
Maybe you should have 2 potatoes next time. Andy, how is it for you?
Yeah, it was great to get out. I had 2 laps. We could have done with another 6, I think. We're just getting into our stride, but yeah, felt good, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow now.
Yeah, start a TT, so he's an okay driver, yeah?
It'll do for now.
Brilliant. That is Andrew Johnson and Kieran Clark there. So the presentation for the Cheesden Rentals Sidecar Race 2 will be done by Chris Bowman, who is the owner of the three-wheeling media platform here on the Isle of Man, and again does so much to promote sidecar racing. The winning outfit, the number 9, which you would not miss when it's going around, it's fluorescent orange, is up on the platform, and the 3rd place winners are walking up there. So I think we are just about ready for the presentation. Oh, hang on, Greg's got a friend. Who's this?
It's my dad's dog, and you know, I know we're not allowed in here, but I'm going to take her up there. Tribute to my dad for me.
Oh, how lovely. Nobody will know. It's fine. You haven't told anyone. Let's do this presentation then. So Chris Bowman is just waiting to get the nod to go up onto the platform. Lots of conversations going on here. Oh, I didn't ask what the dog's name was. What's the dog's name, Greg? Suki. Suki. So Suki the dog is up there. Chris Bowman just making his way up. So in 3rd place, the number 4 outfit. Give it up for Rod Bellis and Glenn Dawson. And 2nd time on the podium this weekend, absolutely brilliant, with Suki the dog as well, Greg Lambert and Andrew Haynes. And in first position, they've done the sidecar double, Kieran Clark and Andrew Johnson. Suki the dog is absolutely thrilled with all of this, I can tell you, Chris. But yeah, lovely scenes down here. I'm just going to wander over and say hello to a very familiar face to many people of racing in the Isle of Man. Connie, how are you?
Hi, pretty good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you too. Looking forward to a couple of weeks here?
Brilliant, yeah. I love it.
Oh, you really do love it, and people love having their pictures taken with you as well. So, Chris, celebrations down here, and I think maybe a glass of fizz or two. What do you reckon?
Absolutely, Beth. Thank you very much for all your work down there at the Paddock and Park Ferme area through these last 3 days. And let's finally go out for the final quick thoughts of Rob Pritchard at Cross Four Ways. Rob.
Yeah, thanks very much. And the roads have already opened here at Cross Four Ways. The roads open car was wasting no time in coming through, so that's been open to public traffic in the last few minutes as well. It's been good to get the 2026 Manx Road Racing season underway, and I think we're extremely thankful, aren't we, all of us, for having far greater conditions than we did last year. I was holding the umbrella more than anything last year, and to have this bathed in sunshine, 3 days of action on the Motor R Billown course. It really has been a pleasure, as always, and the rest of the Manx Road Racing season to come, of course. Just a couple of very quick thank yous. Want to give a quick thank you to Phil here at Corner Cottage, where we're set up, for allowing us permission to set up here, and also in the property next to them as well. Roger and Bronwyn, if you're listening out there, thank you so much as well. This is, of course, their private land as well, and without their permission, we wouldn't be able to set up here. They've always been accommodating and very hospitable to us, so thank you all very much indeed. So, yeah, for the final time from Cross Four Ways, thank you very much for joining us. Hope to see you again very soon. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much to Rob Pritchard. So before we go from here, I'd like to thank the Southern 100 Club, the competitors and the officials for, again, running on a fantastic meeting. The Orange Army, the marshals out there, thank you very much. Thank you very much to our engineers, Ed Rickson, and, of course, Matty Cunningham out there across Four Ways, Simon Kine and Chris Sully, who be doing the social media stuff for Manx Radio Motorsport. We will next see you in 1 month, 12 days, 2 minutes and 39 seconds on July the 6th for the Southern 100 2026. From us here on Manx Radio Motorsport, it's bye-bye.
Don't miss the Man-Made Festival this TT. There's Manx food, drinks, produce, music and Manx culture, and it's totally free entry. We're open daily from the 27th of May 5 p.m. at the Bottleneck Car Park. Shop local, support local, love local with the Man-Made Festival. Supported by Gellings, the Domestic Event Fund, Douglas City Council and Manx Radio Motorsport.